there, and welcome to All Laxess. We're talking about Lancaster Lebanon League boys and girls lacrosse. I'm Schweigert, joined by sports writer John Walk, who covers the league for LMP and Lancaster Online. John, we're a week or so into the season, so there's still plenty of games left to play, but it's definitely not too early to talk about some first impressions. So let's start on the boys' side. Lampeter Strasburg, Manheim Township, and Warwick are all off to strong starts. LS is 4-0, while Township and Warwick are both 3-0. Any surprises there? And also, what other storylines have jumped out at you so far in the early going?
First off, I'm just going to say thank you to all those who watched last week. We had talked about doing this All Access video for a couple weeks going in. Not sure what kind of reaction it's got. First week, it's really done really well, so thank you for those who are watching. Secondly, we're both rocking bow ties today. Keith, you need to adjust yours a little bit. It's a little crooked.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, so back to lacrosse. What have we learned so far? I would say Manheim Township, they've only played a few games. Their very first game of the year was against defending District 2 champion Crestwood, and Township won that 22-1, so they're off to a strong start. They have two really talented attacks in Reagan Ketchum and Dylan Spytel, both of whom are top college recruits, but they've really been a top duo there. And Township has two outstanding goalies who are switching time, so the streaks seem loaded. Hempfield boys, they have a brutal schedule so far. They've played Wilson and Mount Lebanon. Wilson is a District 3 qualifier last year, and Mount Lebanon is the defending District 7 champion, and Hempfield lost to both teams 11-8 to Wilson and 15-7 to Mount Lebanon. So I don't know if that's kind of early season jitters, if the Knights are kind of still trying to figure things out. So we'll have to kind of pay attention to that. I have not seen Lampeter Strasburg boys yet. I'm going to get out to them when they host. I believe they're hosting Warwick Thursday night, so that'll be a good game there. Okay.
On the girls' side, we also have three unbeatens. Lancaster Country Day, Lancaster Catholic, and Hempfield are both 3-0, while Lampeter Strasburg, again, they've won their first two matches. Has anything else caught your attention so far?
Of those teams, I've only been able to see Lancaster Country Day, Lancaster Catholic, McCaskey, which we discussed the other day. I think we're just going to start calling them the Lancaster Triad.
There you go.
So whenever I refer to them, that's the team I'm talking about.
Okay.
The Cougars, I did get to see them this past Friday. They played at Elizabethtown. They started off a little bit slow. E-Town jumped out to a one-goal lead a couple times, and then the Cougars woke up and blew out E-Town there by a final score of 14-6. That's about the only drawback for the Lancaster Triad so far, just kind of the slow starts, but they seem to have all the pieces in place for a good season. Township has started really well just in terms of numbers, and Hempfield girls, I'm going to get out to see them Tuesday night, so we'll see what the Knights have in store there.
Okay, well, you mentioned some of the games that you're going to be going to this week. Looking ahead, are there any other big games that you're looking at?
Yeah, sure. Actually, shortly after we film this, I know it's Monday, so possibly by the time you guys watch this, the game will be over. But Warwick boys are at Manheim Township boys. That's always a big game because Warwick's always kind of a playoff qualifier, but Warwick lost 8 starters from last year, and we know Township has been playing really well so far. I expect them to kind of do the same, so that's a good game there. The girls' side for tonight, Cedar Crest at Penn Manor, just kind of interesting game. I think both of those are possible playoff teams. Later on the week, Tuesday, Hempfield's at E-Town. That's, I think, 2 potential playoff teams there, and they're still kind of working through some issues there, I think, on both sides, so that's something to pay attention to. And also the girls' game, E-Town at Hempfield, that's the one I'll be out at. So kind of get a feel of if E-Town can kind of correct some things. They are well balanced across the board. Hempfield, I think they're strong just about every position. Later on the week, I have it Lampeter Strasburg at Warwick on Thursday. I'll have to double check if that's right or not, but that's a 7 o'clock game, so that'll be at night. But LS is supposed to be one of the top 3 teams in the league this year, and they played that well, at least on paper from what I've seen so far. They've lived up to the hype, and Warwick is that annual playoff team, so possibly LS, if they knock off Warwick here, this will, I think, be their toughest game to that point in the season before they play Hempfield and Township later on in the year. And then finally, just a couple girls' games on Saturday. York Catholic is at Elizabethtown, 10 a.m. The Lancaster Triad is at Wilson at 2 o'clock. I think all 4 of these teams will probably be in the District 3 playoffs at the end of the year. So a pair of matchups there on Saturday.
Well, sounds like some good ones to watch. So, John, thank you for stopping by. You can follow John and the rest of the LMP sports staff on Twitter and Facebook for news and updates on lacrosse and all the other LL League spring sports. Until next time, for John Walk, I'm Schweigert. Thank you for joining us.